Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Is it private? Is it private or not? Okay, okay. Hmm. Hare Krishna Mataji, we will wait for another 2 minutes and start.
Yes, Mother. Can I do the Mangala Saran till that time?
Yeah, Mataji, we can start. Yes. Thank you everyone for joining. Today we have our Grace Anjana Gopika Mataji for doing Srimad Bhagavatam summary, 3rd canto, 17th chapter. Please, Mataji, thank you so much for your time and association. Take over, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, and thank you everyone for coming and giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Mataji. Today I'll try to do the summary of Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, from chapter 17. Before that, I'll just do the Mangala Saran and asking the blessing from all of you. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chaksuran Militam Mena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Istapitamena Bhutale Soyam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Sapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Priyutapatakamalам Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsa Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatha Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lavita Sri Visakha Vitamsa He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatapate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radhakanta Namastute Taptakantana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisavanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vansakalpa Taru Vaisya Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Pati Namapanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Angam Langayate Girim Yatkripa Tamaham Bande Sri Guru Dinatarinam. Hare Krishna. just before this chapter, we finished the two doorkeepers of the Vaikuntha, Jai and Vijay, cursed by the sages, the four Kumaras. They went to the Vaikuntha planet and they wanted to see the Lord Vishnu. Before entering the Vaikuntha planet, at the seventh door, the Jaya and Vijay were the doorkeeper of the Vaikuntha planet. They were not. They didn't allow four Kumaras to enter or to see the Lord. Yes, because of that. And the four Kumaras were very, very angry. How can you do in this Vaikuntha planet also? You discriminating, like they were thinking actually, that Jay and Vijay were thinking how these kids, because they see in the material platform. It's in Vaikuntha planet, everything is situated in the transcendental level, yes, in the spiritual platform, and not in the bodily platform. But they saw Vaikuntha planet, Jaya Vijay saw these four Kumaras as a little baby, because these four Kumaras never grows. They wanted to be self-realized. When they grow older, they may be agitated by all the material desire or like kind of these things. Yes, because of that, they never grow older. And then they also, the Vijay also saw them as a child, and they were not allowing them to enter in the Vaikuntha planet. That was everything is the plan of the Lord Vishnu, and that was the Lord Vishnu had desired to. Um, when he comes and when Lord Vishnu comes in this material world, when he want to fight with somebody, or when he want to love with somebody, or he want to reciprocate with somebody, with any rasa, and that is not by, or he will not do with the ordinary living entities, like who are conditioned soul. He had a plan to fight with somebody. Because of that, these Vaikuntha planets, Jaya and Vijay also get older by seeing these kids, and then they cursed. They cursed this Jaya and Vijay to take a birth as a demon in the material world. And immediately when they cursed to this Jaya and Vijay, what had happened? They feel so sad. These two poor Kumara, they felt so sad. How can this kind of Rajo and Tama enter in our heart, because they were also qualified to. Four Kumaras were not in the material platform. They were really in the spiritual platform. They were also very self-realized soul. They already realized Brahman, they were transcendentalists, and that's why they were also so sad. How can this Tomo and Rosa enter our heart, and we became angry, and then we, of course, this two doorkeepers, they were also feeling so sad, But when Lord came, immediately after that, when Lord came outside, and Lord Vishnu was saying, no, you both are Brahmanas, you are self-realized soul. I respect you so much. Whatever you did is all the plan of mine, It's not your part. It's not fault of your part. It's not, and that's why he was convincing these two Brahmanas, and even he was asking the forgiveness from the Brahmanas. Please forgive of my servants' mistake. Sometimes what had happened, the master, just like father, mother, when kids were very small, kids are small. If something kids do, they have to get blame. Yes, parents have to get blames like that. The Lord actually personally took the offenses, and he was saying, please don't worry, please forgive me, because that is my offense also, like that. The conversation was going on the 16th chapter, and by seeing the Lord, these the poor Kumaras became completely satisfied. That was the part we read, and that is conversation going on. Actually, the what is happening here, this demigod, the demigod and the demigod is talking with this Brahmaji. Demigod came to meet Brahmaji, because why? Because when the Jaya and Vijay was cursed by this four Kumaras, they came and they enter into the home of Ditis. That story already finished. And how they came, how the unauspicious time they have a relationship, and in that way they came. They enter into the womb of the Ditis, and then because of that, they were the demon. Actually, Lord wanted to show how, actually, by their example, He wanted to show how the demonic people, when they enter into the womb, how the all the unauspicious sign will appear in the world, because demigod can see everything is happening unauspicious and very danger everywhere. Black cloud is coming, so many unauspicious sign was coming in the heavenly planet, earthly planet, everywhere. Because of that, this demigod wanted to consult with Brahmaji, and Brahmaji narrated all the story what had happened. And then demigod were very much, and after that, when they approached to the Brahma, after hearing all the story, they were free from the fear, and then they went to their own planet. And Prabhupada was saying, Prabhupada, I will go through, because this chapter is very small, and then a lot of the verses there is no purport. Whatever purport is there, wherever Prabhupada mentioned the purport, I try to write the purport and then try to mention. In the first verse only, Prabhupada is trying to say, because this demigod had a fear. Demigod, they are from the heavenly planet, and we material, old earthly planet, we living entities, human beings, we are from the earthly planet. But it's not like that. Demigod are out of fear, they have also this eating, sleeping, fearing, mating. This four condition is there also in material world, also everywhere. This heavenly planet is also part of the material world. Their life is little bit higher, the facility is higher in the heavenly planet, but they are also conditioned. They have also six kind of another lust, greed, anger, everything is there. And they have also that fear, envy, everything is there. Even their life, they live in the mode of goodness, they are pious, very very pious people. And also, they, if something happened, they immediately approach the authority. Prabhupada wanted to try, they approach the authority. But earthly, who are demonic mentality people, they try to solve themselves, they don't approach the authority. And Prabhupada also said in the purport, Arjuna was, he was a great devotee of Lord, and when he had a trouble, he approached to the Lord, and later on he surrendered to the Lord. That is the mentality of a pious person. But who are not pious, they never approach to the Lord. And demigod, they were the very very pious. Whatever danger, even though their heart is not completely clear from the material desire or material condition, but they always approach to the Lord, whatever it happens. And that's why they approach to the Lord Brahma. And Diti also, she was pregnant, and then she knew that whatever she did, because she had a relationship with her husband, she was very lusty and she wanted to have a relationship with her husband in wrong time. Because of that, she knew that the both son Jay and Vijay came in her home, and then she knew that they will give lot of disturbance in the material world. They will do so much of trouble to the demigods. Because of that, she kept these two brother 100 years in her home. On the birth of the two demons, there were many natural disturbances. Everywhere was very fearful, And major part of this chapter is described. Describe the bad, unauspicious sign because of the birth of this Jay and Vijay. Jay and Vijay is taking birth as a demon, and then this unauspicious. What are the unauspicious sign is? There, what kind of unauspicious sign will be happening? It is described. I will also just go and continue. There were earthquakes along the mountains on the earth, and it appeared that there was fire everywhere. when they are taking birth. Many inauspicious planets like Saturn appeared along with comets, meteors, and thunderbolts, and their blue winds, which were most uninviting to touch, hissing again and uprooting gigantic trees. They had stormed from their armies and cloud of dust of their signs. And also Prabhupada has given the some of the commentary, some of the purport. When the natural disturbances occurs on a planet, one should understand that a demon must have take birth there. In this age of Kali, lot of disturbances are there because of the demons are taking birth. Just like and how demons are taking birth also Prabhupada will give in the purport how Bana Sankhara is happening. That what is that Bana Sankhara means they are just how Diti was giving birth, that is actually people are not following the samskara, Garbhadhara samskara. And in 90, Prabhupada also mentioned in the lot of purport 99% people who are taking birth, they are all Bana Sankhara. They are not following by, they are not taking birth by following the Garbhadhara Samskara. Because of that, there is severe cold and always snowfall. So many disturbances is happening in the whole. Also, other things, ocean is crying in loud voice. The rivers and lakes were also agitated, and lotuses withered, and then the star in the heaven were screened by masses of clouds, in which lightning sometimes flashed as though laughing. Darkness was everywhere, and nothing could be seen. And a village, a sea jackal yelled, vomiting strong fire from their mouth, and jackals and owls also join them with their cries. Raising their necks, dog cried here and there. The asses ran hither and thither in the herds, striking the earth with their hard hoofs and wildly braying, frightened by the braying of the asses. Blood and birds flew, shrinking from their nest, while cattle in the cow shed as well as in the wood passed dung and urine. Cows, terrified, yielded blood in place of milk. Clouds rain paws. The image of God in the temple shed tears, and trees fall down without a blast of wind. All this auspicious sign is happening in that time, Bad planet such as Mars and Saturn are shown brighter and surpass the auspicious ones such as Mercury, Jupiter, and Venus, as well as a number of lunar mentions. Taking sim, they are all and they have also conflict each other, fighting even planet. And Prabhupada also explained there is different planet. Just like in this material world, there is three modes, yes, Rajaguna, Tamaguna, and Sataguna, mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. There is different species. They are in three mode. The three where they are situated, just like trees. There are some trees are in mode of ignorance, some trees are in mode of passion, some trees are in mode of goodness. When Saturn stars, they are also they are also in different modes. Some are good planets, some are bad planet. Some planets they are situated in the mode, especially heavenly planets. They all are pious people, mode of goodness. Pious people goes, and some planets just like Mars, Saturn, they are in the mode of ignorance. And animal also, some animals are in mode of goodness, like crows, this kind of fly. They are always like bad things. They are always attracted by the mode of ignorance. And some cows, swan, they are situated in mode of goodness. Some are in mode of passion. And other than the four Kumaras, everyone was afraid. They did not know the secret of this Jay and Vijay coming as Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, and thought that the dissolution of the universe was to hand. And Prabhupada also given in the Parvat Davyes Guna Mahimamai Durataya Mam Evai Prapatyanta Mayam Etam Tarantite. The laws of nature are so difficult to overcome, And that's why every living to overcome these laws of nature, it's very difficult. If somebody is, they are not taking the shelter of the Lord, uh, for them it's always very miserable this life. Prabhupada was trying to see, and that it is because of the birth of two great demons that there were many natural disturbances. It would happen sometimes only, in the that time in previous years, sometimes the demon only one or two demons, just like Jai and Vijay took birth like that. There were only their followers, so they were the demon. But in age of Kali, everybody is so many demon is taking birth, And there is that's the reason there is always disturbance visible, which indicate that the demonic population has certainly increased, was saying, and other also is other what is happened. These two demons who appeared in the ancient times soon began to exhibit uncommon bodily feature. They had steel-like forms which began to grow just like two great mountain. This demon was very strong. By their body is very strong, and they can exhibit the great uncommon bodily feature. And Prabhupada was also mentioning there in the purport, because there is two kinds of people. One is demigod and one is um, demons, And demons concern themselves with the material upliftment of the human society, but this demigod, they always thinking about how to worship Lord, how to become in the mode of goodness, how to. They always thinking about the welfare of the society, and they wanted to help the people to understand the God. That is the difference, demigod and demons. And these two demons, they wanted to exploit, because of their bodily feature, they have full confidence. Prabhupada was saying, their full confidence to overcome or exploit this other living entity, or exploit the resources from the material whole earthly planet, wherever, they have that kind of tendency. They always want to other people also follow them like that way. You have to become a strong, you have to strong in a material, settle in the material like that way, In the demonic way of civilization, people are interested in getting a body constructed in such a way that when they walk on the street, the earth will tremble. When they stand, it will appear that they cover the sun and the vision of the four direction. If a race appears strong in body, their country is materially considered to be amongst the highly advanced nation of the world. And they were also, when they conceive, this Hiranyaksha and Vijay came in the womb of Diti. Hiranyakashipu were conceived first. That is the reason he was older. Whoever can conceive first, he is older. The Hiranyakashipu conceived later on. But who conceived later, he will be in the first took birth. He take birth first. Even though he take birth, Hiranyaksha took birth first. He was the younger brother. Hiranyakashipu was the older brother. It was saying, Prabhupada was saying, the older child Hiranyakashipu was unafraid of death from anyone within the 3 years, because he received the benediction from Lord Brahma. He was proud and puffed off due to this benediction, and was able to bring all 3 planetary systems under his control. And Prabhupada also mentioned Lord had a plan to kill them and wanted to teach everyone, even though you have all the everything. Hiranyakashipu had everything. All the demigod also, they used to be very much afraid. By his eyebrows, he just move his eyebrows, And then this demigod just could understand what he is going to say, and all the Narada Muni, even then the Brahma, they never respect anyone. Even Lord Vishnu also, they had so much, Brahma, he got a blessing from Brahma. He was little bit respectful, that Hiranyakasipu was a little bit respectful to the Brahmaji. Other than that, he thought, oh, I am the controller, and even though he had everything, he had a strength, he had material opulence, Hiranyakasipu, he was his bed was like full of gold and cotton, means that was Prabhupada was saying, yes, gold and cotton, both is there in his name. And he was very proud. Even though he had everything, he was bodily very, very, very handsome, everything, he had everything, whatever he has. Even though he had everything, he finally died by the Lord. This is the nature of the material world. Even though you have everything, you have to go through the Janma, Mrityu, and Jaravedi. Nobody can stay eternally and control, Only Lord is a controller. Nobody is a controller in this material world. They have to go through Janma, Mrityu, and Jaravedi. The Lord wanted to teach in that way. Prabhupada was explaining, and he was his younger brother. Hiranyaksha was always ready to satisfy his elder brother by his activities. Hiranyaksha took a club on his shoulder and traveled all over the universe with a fighting spirit just to satisfy Hiranyakashipu. Now, he was very faithful to his brother. Both were very demonic. Um, the demonic spirits is to train all family members to exploit the resource of this universe for their personal sense gratification. That is the demonic mentality. Devotee, wanted to engage everything in the service of the Lord, but the demon wanted to exploit for their satisfaction, sense gratification. And Hiranyakasipu taught his brother to exploit everything for them, for him or his own satisfaction, and rule everyone in their control. These are the demonstration of the spirit of demonic living entity Prabhupada wanted to show. There is always two kind of people, a demonic and people, they wanted to get everything for their personal sense gratification, and they also wanted to teach the other members of the family member or the society or the nation, same thing, you have to live for yourself. They wanted to is that materialistic tendency, but the devotee of the Lord, they want to teach others also same thing. Everything is given by God, everything is used for the God service. Prabhupada was mentioning in the purport. Because of the Hiranyakashipu's power, everyone feared, just like a snake feared with Garuda and hide himself. Everyone, nobody could come in front of them. They knew that they are very, very powerful because of the Brahmas. They did long time tapasya, because of their austerity, they got the blessing from the Brahmas, and they were very powerful. These asura are generally strong, bold, as described here, and therefore their mental condition is very sound, and their prowess is also extraordinary. Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakasipu, having received the boon that they would not be killed by any other living entity within the universe, they were almost immortal, and they were completely fearless. And that is, when we have a good body, and in that good body and enough money for sense gratification, enough resource, our mind is completely sound. We don't need, we have a tendency, we don't need God, we don't need anybody to help. They were like that. They were not ready to accept of the authority. They have everything enough. They think like that. And not finding, he was looking for the demigods, not finding Indra and other demigod who had previously been intoxicated with power. The chief of the Daityas, Hiranyaksha, seeing that they had all vanished before he might roared loud. He was going everywhere, and all the demigods were already ran away because they knew that they have immense powers. They cannot. Uh, they cannot get victory over them. Yes, this Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. After returning from the heavenly kingdom, the demon, who was like elephant in wrath for the sake of spirit, dived into the deep of ocean, and then he was roaring after day. He was just loudly roaring in the ocean. He wanted to play, just dive into the ocean. On his entering the ocean, the aquatic animal who formed a host of Varuna were stricken with fear and ran away. The Cyrenaica showed his splendor without dealing a blow. Means the Prabhupada was mentioning in the not only demigod afraid from him, also aquatic animal in the sea also they were afraid. They were putting their power everywhere, showing their power everywhere, moving out long time in the ocean. Here is the Vivavari, the capital of Varuna. And thus, the Varun Devi is the predominating deity of the ocean, Every just like there is all the planet, there is a predominating deity. Sun has a predominating deity. Moon has predominating deity. Heavenly planet, earthly planet. And Prabhupada wanted to show there is nothing is impersonal. Everything is personal. There is a lot of variegatedness, just like here in earthly planet there is a lot of trees, houses, country, so many living entities. There is a king, there is queen, just like there is leader, like that every planet, like and a spiritual planet is also full of variegatedness. There is a supreme personality of God, and all the devotees are there. Their house is Chintamani, Prakara, Satmasya, Kalpavritya, Laksa, Vritesh, Suravira, Vipalayantam, like everywhere variegatedness. Prabhupada wanted to say that also, because there is this one, yeah, here is there in the ocean, and then there Vivavari is the home of Varuna, the lord of aquatic creature and guardian of the lower region of the universe, where where the demons generally reside. Their Hiranyaksha fell at Varuna's feet like a low one man, and to make fun of him, he said with a smile, "Give me a battle, O Supreme Lord." He was just mocking, The demonic person always challenge others and try to occupy their property by force. Here, these symptoms are fully displayed by Hiranyaksha, who begged war from a person who had no desire to fight. Actually, this Varuna Dev, the predominating deity of the sea, he didn't have any desire to fight. He didn't want to fight with that Hiranyaksha, demonic person. Especially Prabhupada wanted to in the material world also, this demonic people unnecessarily come and fight. The who are situated in mode of goodness, they want to be calm and peace, like they don't want to be disturbed by the demons. Yes, but these people, this demonic mentality people always make others to other challenge others to fight. That was Prabhupada wanted to say. And then he was even mocking more here. Your fame is far away, having conquered all the Daityas and Danava in the world. You once performed a Rajasuya sacrifice to the Lord, thus mocked by an enemy whose vanity knew no bounds. Varun Dev knew that he was very strong. And Varunadev replied, "You are so skilled in war that I do not see anyone else but the most ancient person, Lord Vishnu, who can give satisfaction in battle to you. Therefore, O chief of Asura, approach him," he requested. Varundev requested him to fight with the Supreme Lord. Nobody could defeat him there. He knew that because he already done so much, this Hiranyaksha, and he had so much, he was like a mad, Sometimes, with pride, so much proud and so much arrogance, people like become a mad and intoxicated by the material opulences. They don't know what they are saying, what they are showing in their action. Like that, he was doing same thing in front of the Brahmadev. And also, a Prabhupada is mentioned materialistic, always great fighting without reason. Aggressive materialistic warriors are actually punished by the Supreme Lord for their policy of unnecessarily disturbing world peace. Therefore, Varuna advised Hiranyaksha at the right course to satisfy it. Fighting spirit would be to seek to fight with Vishnu. Barundev again continue, one reaching him, you will be rid of your pride at once and will lie down on the field of battle, surrounded by dogs for eternal sleep. In order to kill like your Lord Vishnu, in order to kill like you, Lord Vishnu took the form of Varaha. Even he knew that he had already taken the form of Varahadev. He is ready to kill you, you know. He was, he was, um, yeah, he was, Barun Devi is saying, you know, Barahadev is ready to kill you, means ready to fight with you, you go and challenge to him. That was, he was saying to this, mm, um, this one, Hiranyaksha. That is the summary. I think whole chapter. This chapter is very, very short. I will not go further. If you have any question, anything to say from this chapter, any comment, you can say.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Bol.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Very, very nice summary. Sorry, I joined a little late at 8:30, but thank you so much for such a nice description of the story of this entire section, Mataji. Very grateful for your association. It was very, very nice.
Hare Bol. Thank you so much, Mataji, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Anjana Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Very beautiful class, Mataji. Thank you so much. And the slides are very good. Thank you for saying the katha very nicely, Mataji. I really like how we're describing the Hiranyakashipu's quality, like how he was able to, just by eyebrows, he was able to control everyone. He's so powerful. Such a nice detailed explanation how powerful he was. And he's so proud about that he's great. So even at sometimes we feel like in our day-to-day life, if we are able to control our family, like maybe husband can control wife and children, then they will think that they are great. This kind of mentality will automatically develop in our day-to-day life. Oh, I am great, everybody is listening to me. So we should be very careful that we don't develop these kind of qualities. Thank you, Mataji, for such a beautiful class.
Mataji, this is Balavinda. I joined just now, but because I had my swimming class, it was 7 o'clock to 7:30. But I like that you were explaining Hiranyakashipu's quality, and your slides are nice, and thank you for the class.
Thank you, Balavinda. Thank you, Mataji. Yeah. Thank you.
Mataji, please share the slides with us in the group, in the team group.
Okay, Mataji, yes. Which group, Mataji?
Summary team group, Mataji.
Okay, I will share in that. Yes, I think Prabhuji raised the hand, Bharat Prabhu raised the hand.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandvat Pranam. Very nice to have the story of Hiranyakashipu and his characteristics. So Mataji, my question is like you were defining planets like Saturn, Mercury. So like Saturn has been told as inauspicious planet. So like can you means throw some shadow on that, like why Saturn is considered inauspicious?
Yeah, because you know, Prabhuji, there is Saturn and Mars. There is, you know the story, yes? This Mohini Murthy's story. And
Yes,
that,
Mataji.
yeah, that time they were actually, when Mohini Murthy was giving the Amrita, this planet, they also came to take, they both are coming and taking this nectar. And that time they were cutting the head, and they are always the obstacle, other planet, you know. Either they go in a moon eclipse or solar eclipse. That time they just always wanted to give trouble to other planet, you know. sun or moon or the inhabitants, or in the earthly planet inhabitants. Even you go and see the birth side. I'm not very good in astrologer, but whatever I understand from these when it happens in the birth chart, if you born in the they are be in that time, they are situated in that time, it's very auspicious for the person who is taking birth. They have, his life is full of misery, and it comes like this planet is in very high in our birth chart. Also that time we are always getting trouble in our life, because of that. This also Prabhupada mentioned these planets also, they have always this Prabhupada actually mentioned in the purport, this planet also divided, this different planet also divided in the different modes. Just like earthly planet, most of the living entities who are taking birth in the earthly planet, they are in the mode of passion, they are in the mode of passion. And then who are taking birth in the heavenly planet, they are situated in the mode of goodness. And then these planets, every planet is full of the living entities. Also Prabhupada said, who are taking birth, they are all the demonic mentality people. That's why they always, either they are people, they harass to the other living entities, or this planet situated in both side, it's very troublesome and for the living entities, like that. All the planet also, they are divided in different modes for the one entity. So just like trees also, you can see different trees. Some trees give fruit, some trees give the even poison, some trees just they're bare, they don't give anything. Just like these trees also are situated in different modes, and then even animals are situated different modes, like that. This planet also, this planet are, no, it's not the why, this is they're full of demonic people are situated in that planet, that is the reason. And they always give to trouble. And also other planets, just like sun planet, they are all the devotee who are the predominating deity of the planet, they are devotee of the Lord. And always demon is trying to give trouble. And these Mars and Saturn's of the planets predominating deity, they are all demon. Even you can see in Kali Yuga, who are the leader of the now before Kali Yuga, this the fourth earthly planet's leader is one person. Yes, but the Bharat Raj, and that was whole planet was Bharat person. Then the king was Yudhishthir Maharaj. That one devotee, he was a Krishna's devotee. Like that, who is taking leader in that planet? He's a demon. That's why it's unauspicious, Prabhuji. It's I feel in that way. If somebody wants to say anything, or
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hari Bol. Anybody has anything?
Thank you, Mataji. Once again, if there are no more questions, we can end the call here. Once again, very grateful to you, Mataji. Vancha kalpatarobhyasya kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta koti
Vaishnavrinda ki jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Har Grace Anjana Gopika Mataji ki jai. Yay. Thank you, Mataji. Hari Bol. Closing the call, dear devotees. Join us next week for the next chapter. Hari Bol.